it's approaching the supreme moment. Reality striking closer than it seems, don't it? Go ahead, it's for the taking if you want it. If not, the dream dies and you'll be forever haunted. Then confront it.
What's good? So let's get started on another showcase. This will be the Extreme Z Awakened Super Physical Type Super Saiyan Goku unit, and as all of you know, this guy got a hell of an improvement. It's ridiculous how much an improvements that Bandai decided to give some of these older units, which is obviously a great thing, but yeah, it's pretty wild. This one is just a straight up stunning critical hit master. I mean, honestly, it's such a utility unit and such beneficial value on a variety of setups. It's crazy. So as always, let's go ahead and start with the stats and then we'll go from there. So the leader skill itself is pretty good as well. All types plus 3 key HP attack and defense increases 70%. And then for the super attack, causes supreme damage with a great chance to stun the enemy. That actually equates to a 70% chance to stun the enemy for 2 turns. That is phenomenal numbers if you think about it. On top of that, the passive skill is key plus 2 attack and defense increase of 80% and high chance to perform a critical hit when HP is 50% or above. The high chance is a 50% equivalent of a critical hit, so we'll talk about it here in a second, but in terms of potential level distributions, you definitely have some flexibilities with that. For the HP levels 49% or below, it's plus 3 key attack and defense increase of 100%, and also great chance to perform a critical hit. So again, great chance equates to a 70% chance, so the level of built-in crits this guy has is crazy on top of the stunning factor. It's really ridiculous how good this unit actually is on situations like Battle Road and tougher events like that. Links are pretty decent. You have Golden Warrior plus 1 key, enemies defense minus 2000, Saiyan Warrior race is 700 to attack, Super Saiyan is 10% to attack, Z Fighters is also 15% to attack, Prepare for Battle plus 2 key, and Shattering the Limit is also plus 2 key. The unit does fall into 4 categories: Pure Saiyans, Movie Heroes, Goku's Family, and also Super Saiyan. 100% potential with the EZA. The stats are the following: HP is 18,094, attack is 15,504, defense is 10,590. 12 Ki Multiplier for this unit is 135%. So again, the fact that he has a great chance of stunning the enemies with a super attack and either a high chance or great chance with the critical hit activation really does provide some flexibility in terms of how you want to go about it. Personally, I would recommend level 17 additional attacks and level 9 for criticals. I think that's probably a good balance between the two, a little bit more heavier on the additional attack side, obviously, but I don't think you necessarily need to go full additionals at level 20. I think 17 should be good enough to where you do see additional super attacks consistently enough. Now, in this case, what you're seeing right now is a level 11 additional attack, level 15 critical hit distribution. So because of the critical hit levels are a little bit higher, you do see it activate quite more often. The other thing to note with that is the HP levels of 49% or below is the criteria to get the great chance, which is again the 70% chance of getting or performing a critical hit. One of the issues that you could potentially run into is if you're, for example, running a Goku's Family team and you have LRB Pan, which is obviously a great support because of the active skill, but also the ability to reduce damage. Along with that, she has the ability to recover, 40% of HP recovery from damage applied. So that actually does add up to a pretty decent amount of HP recovery. So because of that, you're gonna find yourself in situations where no matter how hard you try to get the HP levels below 50%, as soon as LRB Pan attacks, you're looking at HP levels climbing back up to like 70-80%, something ridiculous. I mean, think about it this way: 40%, so it's like you roughly get 100,000 in damage, right? Which is a pretty low number. You're still recovering 40,000 out of that. So think about what that would be for 3, 4, or 500,000. It's going to be a lot. So that's one of the issues that you could potentially run into with that. But even with that in mind, HP levels 50% or above, you still get a high chance, which is 50% of getting a critical hit applied. So along with the critical hit levels in the potential system, obviously they don't stack. It's like if the passive fails, then the critical hit kind of rolls the dice, or vice versa. But yeah, because of that, that's pretty much why I think a much higher focus on additional attacks is probably more beneficial overall. Plus, with the super attack, you do have a great chance to stun the enemy. So if it fails the first time, with the second potential super attack, you could pretty much guarantee that stun takes effect. So it's a little bit similar to the LR Trunks unit, where that unit did have a built-in crit as well, but this guy just takes it to another level. Honestly, you've got the ability to stun, you've got the critical hit built-in skill, you've got a pretty good attack and defense increase with the passive along with a ki boost. It's pretty crazy. And in terms of linkage, the physical type Super Saiyan to Teen Gohan is actually pretty good, because they do share a lot of link skills along with Gohan's ability to increase attack and defense of 35% for allies without any restrictions. The reason why I say this version is probably a little bit better than the Movie Heroes version, that Gohan provides a 40% boost, whereas this one provides 35%. This one also has like Shattering the Limit. So that adds a little bit of flexibility in terms of guaranteeing yourself getting super attack with the Goku unit. So that's one of the reasons why I think it would be probably a little bit better of a linking buddy, in my opinion. Now, I don't think, honestly, at the end of the day, links should, the key issue shouldn't be that big of an issue, regardless of who you link the unit up with. But I don't know, personally, I think that's probably one of the reasons. Along the other reason why I think this Gohan link's better is because of Z Fighters. They actually share that link skill, whereas the other one doesn't, and that also applies 15% increase to attack. So along with the key links, that does provide another boost toward attack. So the far greater numbers boost overall, the better, right? That's how I look at it. But yeah, it is a very versatile unit, and I would imagine this guy is insanely good on Super Battle Road, where he pretty much stunning enemies can make it or break a cleared run, you know what I mean? So those are definitely important things to think about, and this one is definitely worthwhile the investment of potential orbs, in my opinion. Chances are you at least have one or two dupes of this unit, because it's been around for a little while, and it is exchangeable with the Tanabata Wish strips on JP right now, and I assume Global will get the thank you celebrations, pretty much the exact same thing as the Tanabata Wish strips, and you guys should be able to exchange it for similar type units as well. But yeah, it's at the end of the day, it's incredible how much of a improvement all of these guys got. Now there's different tier levels of how good of an improvement each of the units got, but this is definitely one of the ones toward the top for sure. I mean, just because, honestly, simply put, he's a playmaker. You know what I mean? He's really going to benefit the overall team with a lot of abilities. He can attack, he can stun, he can apply crits, he can also defend pretty well with the passive of 100% or 80%, whichever. So yeah, this guy's very solid, and it's about time. It makes a hell of a difference too, going from the pre-EZA passive of a flat, increased number toward attack versus a percentage base. It really does make a difference. So yeah, this guy's very solid, to say the very least. So he definitely did take a pretty decent amount of damage there, about 162,000 against Jiren. Of course, it is type disadvantage, but any other type of enemies, damage mitigation should be pretty good. It's not going to be phenomenal by any means, but I think defense is decent enough to where, he's going to be pretty solid. It'd also be pretty interesting to see how this guy does on the Pure Saiyans category. You do have a little bit more variety in terms of what units you can bring on the team, and of course you have units like Turles and various other units, even the transforming Vegeta, Super Saiyan Blue Evolution Vegeta, of course the EZA Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta that came with this guy. I mean, there's a lot of options, and it'd be pretty interesting to see how everybody works together. So yeah, we'll go ahead and wrap things up, but this is the 100% potential for the Extreme Z Awakened Super Saiyan Goku unit. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys later.